Hi, these are the basic things you need to learn about basic C++ programming. First, open up your IDE. If you don't have IDE yet, you may check out my previous video. So for the first line of the code, we call this a header. So header with a pound include function, it simply calls out the header file, which is uh, it's not limited with input output stream or Iostream, strings, CMAT. We have a lot more, but for this tutorial, uh, we're gonna talk about the basics. So for the Iostream, this is specific for C out and C in functions such as this, as you can see. If we compile and run this program, it will output this one. So as you can see, hello world, please input any positive or negative number. So the cout function simply outputs texts or any characters you've input. And for the cin, it simply stores any values with respect to its data type. So as you can see, we use number one. So number one is not just a variable, but it has a respective data type, which is we declare it as int or integers. So data types are also not limited to just integers, but you may use strings, you may use float, double, and there's a lot more. And for the using namespace std stands for standard. So it basically standardizes all your functions, so you'll no longer have to type in std colon double colon on every line. So I'll end up typing std double colon if I remove this one. So for the semicolons, if you notice, every line, each line on our codes ends up with the semicolon. So semicolon is simply an indicator of ending that statement. So as you can see here in using namespace std, it simply indicates that this statement will end. So it will not. So before after that, there will be no other codes that will be read by the compiler. So for this one, the double slash, this is a comment. This is a comment. Comments are simply comments are simply ignored by your compiler. So it has no functions but simple comments for particular code. So you may write the comments into two forms. You may use the double slash. Double slash is limited to that particular line only. So this is a single line comment, and we may use a multiple line comment by typing slash asterisk and asterisk slash and type your comment in between. So you may use the comment in multiple lines. So for the int main or int main, this is the body of your program. So this is default. When you start your program, C++ program, all the preliminary initialization for your codes, it always starts with your int main. So all your data types or variables will all start with the int main. So the return zero, this functions as the end of your program. So as you can see, if I put the number here, the requested input. So the program told me that I need to input any positive or negative number. So if I input 1 here, so the 1 will store on the variable number 1. So all your values will be stored on that variable. And the return 0, as you can see, if I pressed enter and my program ended, so it's because of the return 0. So it basically ends your program. So for now, these are the things you need to learn about basic C++ programming.